Welcome to the Farm Show. This week we're out on the farm visiting with Kelly Schuviller. We're near Callaway, Minnesota. And Kelly has the distinction this year of being a dairy princess. Note the tiara and the sash. The sash, Becker County Dairy Princess.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the show, and we're here to hear what it all entails to be the dairy princess.
Kind of what it entails to be the dairy princess in our county. We do a lot of kind of the same things as in other counties, but what we do more of is we do a lot of with the fair. We do a lot of breakfast on the farms, and then there's a lot of, with all county dairy princes, one-on-one with like going into classrooms and doing things with teaching kids about the dairy community, and then going to different events to show our appreciation to the dairy farmers in our county, and then different things with interacting with other counties as well if they don't have dairy princesses. Mm-hmm. So those are kind of the different entails of what you do as a county dairy princess.
Okay. Yes, Becker County. And so each county has several dairy princesses, or how did that work out this year? I know it's not always the same.
Yeah, it kind of depends on how many people run. Our county has, I am the dairy princess, and then Brittany Bachman is from Frazee, and she is the junior dairy princess. There can be some larger counties that have more, like I'd say 5 or 6 county dairy princesses, because they have a lot more dairies and a lot more girls that run. So another thing with our county would be that there isn't as many dairies. So the girls that are on dairy farms or that are interested run for dairy princess because it's really fun. But just got to get the message out there that more people can and should run for it.
And this is June Dairy Month, which has a long history of promoting dairy products in the dairy industry during the month of June. You mentioned breakfast on the farm. You were at one near Hawley, Rolog, a week ago, and there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. I was surprised. We served ice cream, and it was probably a steady line from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. when it ended of people coming and getting ice cream, and then there would be some that heard about like the different, or wanted to know the different things that we do as county dairy princesses, so that was really exciting to get to talk to all of them.
Great. And then, the county fair is coming up. You'll be there probably the full run of the fair? Or?
Yeah, we do the malt stand there through the ADA, so we'll be working that a little bit. Our different families will help out with that, and then kind of walking around interacting. Brittany and I kind of want to do something this year with the children's barn, so having little different activities with the children, because our local FFA runs that. So if we can kind of get in there and do more of the dairy side, that'd be great. Okay.
You mentioned ADA, that's American Dairy Association, which is the organization that runs the Dairy Princess program. Is that, do I have that correct?
Yeah. Our county has an ADA chair, and he's from Audubon, so he kind of does a lot of like pulling us in the parades, and I'm not quite sure all of the different aspects of what he does, but it does have to do a lot with like working with throughout the state with the different other counties too, and all between all the different dairies. And then we have a princess coordinator who kind of sets up the events that Brittany and I do and gives us a better idea of what we should be doing and when we should be there. And
now to shift back to when you go to a classroom or to meet with a 4-H club or something like that, what are the topics that you're promoting this year?
I think a lot of what I will probably stick to is, we did one last year, and I kind of want to do a lot more getting into the different schools in the Becker County area this year with children, but we'd probably stick to a lot of topics. A lot of children don't know where their food comes from, and even like the process of milking a dairy cow and how it gets from the farm to the grocery store. Milk does within 48 hours. So there's like a lot of different cool videos online you can show them, and different activities you can do with the kids to get them more aware of where their food actually comes from, and the kind of the process of what happens on a dairy farm, even just a farm in general. And I don't know, I think a lot of farm tours with the kids would be cool as well, getting them hands-on, able to see the calves. They like that.
Oh yes, that's always popular.
Yeah.
The princess contest, it's not a contest, program has been going on for I think about 50 years now, or maybe more than 50. I saw a story about it a while back, and it's been a long time. And now was it a few weeks ago, all the dairy princesses from Minnesota got together for a few days, or what was that about?
I'm pretty sure what they said is this year is the 63rd Princess K of the Milky Way it'll be.
63rd.
Yeah. And then, so pretty close on that, yeah. And what we did was, it was called May Event, and it's a promotional and leadership event. And so what we do is all the county dairy princesses from around the whole state of Minnesota go to St. Cloud State University, and it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the 3-day leadership event. And during that, you can have the option to run for Princess K. So then you get judged, and there's 4 different judging processes that you have to go through throughout those days. And then, or you can just choose to come and experience the different workshops, which there was a lot of girls that did that as well. So,
Okay.
or you can just get judged and then not run for Princess K. So just going through the process and understanding what's going on. So they do that Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday they choose the 12 finalists and have a banquet.
And Kelly was chosen as one of the finalists.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal now. At the state fair, there will be in the dairy building, the people call it the butter heads.
Yeah.
She will have her head carved in a block of butter, and they really look good. I mean, they look remarkably well. And so they'll be doing one a day, I believe.
Yeah, one every for the 12 days. So there's 12 finalists.
12 days of the fair?
Yep.
Okay. And the evening, if I understand this correctly, the evening before the state fair will be a banquet where the Princess K will be chosen from the group of 12.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And then she will be the first one carved in butter, I think, is how they do that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think she gets carved first. Yes, the
Okay.
Princess K of the Milky Way, but yeah.
So, any of you who are going to the state fair this year, be sure to watch for the butter heads. For many people, that is a traditional must-see thing
Yeah.
when you go to the state fair. So, Kelly will be one of the butter heads.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I know even since we were little, we'd go and check out the butter booth and see who was getting their head carved that day, and
It's
pretty exciting.
interesting.
Yeah.
And okay, so the one person who is chosen to be Princess K, that then becomes like a job for the next year. I mean, they go to many different
Yeah, she has.
activities and events.
Yeah, Princess K of the Milky Way does several events throughout the state of Minnesota, so it is kind of like a job too if you get chosen. I mean, pretty busy between that, and she went to college this year. I know. I'm not sure if you take a semester off or what you do for that. I'm sure the Princess K program really works with you on getting all that together, but she's quite busy.
Get to see the state of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe that might be you.
Yeah, we'll see.
And you are you've finished 1 year of college. Maybe a little about your background.
Okay. Yeah, I just finished my freshman year at NDSU, so I will be a sophomore this fall, and I'm majoring in crop and weed science, and then with a minor in animal science. So kind of what we do on our farm, a little is more staying involved with the farmers, working a little with the crops and with the animals. That's kind of why I chose to go that path.
Good. We're on the dairy farm here, the Schuviller farm. There are cattle in the barn back here. Kelly's family's been here a few generations in this neighborhood.
Yeah, around this Callaway area. My grandparents live right down the road, and they used to farm, and now my dad and my uncle took it over. So between us two families, we got a lot going on, a lot of family working together, so it's pretty fun.
And then you also grow the crops to feed the cattle?
Yeah, we grow mainly corn and wheat and a little alfalfa, and all those pretty much go to feeding our cattle, yeah.
Okay, because in this area there are a lot of grain farms.
Yeah.
Probably don't. Some of your neighbors probably don't have any cattle, but
No,
but this one does. This is when we're here. Oh yeah, this is a dairy farm.
yeah, there's not many dairies in Becker County anymore even. Just, I think our coordinator said there was 75, and at the highest amount there used to be around 300 in Becker County. So it's kind of, the farms are changing a lot with the amount of cattle they have is getting bigger, but they're still, many of them are still family owned and operated. So it's nice to see some around here still.
So, and this is such a great looking farm.
Thank you.
The camera probably won't show it all, but yeah, it sits out on a gravel road. As Trevor and I have been doing these shows, we've gotten to quite a number of farms so far, and he's probably noticing that we're always on gravel roads.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've only done 1 or 2 farms that are on a highway, so yeah, this has been interesting. We get out and see all the different farms, and a lot of them are off on the gravel road. And this is not extremely
Yeah, not too bad.
isolated, but we're out in the country here.
Yeah, it stays pretty quiet, which I really enjoy. Going to college in Fargo last year was a little different from being in this city, but I liked that it was so close I could come home and be able to get the quiet and peacefulness on the weekends. It was nice.
Were you a Detroit Lakes High School graduate?
Yes, I went to
Okay.
Detroit
I
Lakes.
wasn't sure where the district lines were out here.
Yeah, it's not even too far. It's the Buffalo River, which is just like maybe a mile down the road, not even, is where they cut off the line.
So, well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate sharing this, and I wanted a chance for the community to get to see Kelly,
Yeah.
who the Dairy Princess is. You'll see her around at the county fair and other places, some parades this summer.
Many
So-
parades.
Well, thank you for watching the Farm Show. We'll see you next week. We'll be at a different farm.